As I delved in the world of video art and its mysteries, what's left me the most intrigued is The Clock by Marclay. When this particular video art of the 65-year-old American Swiss artist first exhibited in 2010, it ran for 24 hours and was the mashup of several movie scenes. At first glance, the concept of the film appears to be pretty simple, specifically because every single scene in the art features a reference to time, either by a visual of a clock or by a dialogue or a sign that is synonymous with the actual time.
It's 10:25.
Basically making it a functional timepiece. Watch it and you will find that the time displayed on screen will be the same as on your watch or smartphone. Say if you're watching the film at 11:42 would be referenced either visually or verbally or both. This makes time the lead character of this non-linear tale, prompting viewers to follow time as it progresses throughout the day. Now this unique puzzle-like challenge brings out a certain quiz-solving instinct in viewers as they feel the urge to hunt desperately for the time reference in each scene before it ends, while they enjoy recognizing all the familiar scenes from classics to recent pop culture movies in a way that is unfamiliar. And neither the clips nor the sound feel out of context, thanks to Marclay's signature touch of fusion.
Innocent 6-year-old boy who was on his way to school during an apparent police action. Police detective Eddie Santos.
They all over like a cheap suit. It's gonna stick to us like one.
This certainly explains the long queues around the block and all-day viewings when the clock was first exhibited. However, the more you indulge in it, the more exhilarating it gets, and you realize that clock does way more than just tell the time. The film suggests there is a pattern of human behavior in how we spend our time. Unconsciously, many of us do the same things at particular moments in the day. Marclay seems to be commenting on how we are connected through these shared moments. There is no one single narrative though. The final artwork contains around 12,000 moments from different films. The landscape of the film changes so often and yet comes together to form one whole. How time links us with each other. Watching the clock, you will see time displayed through clock towers, hourglasses, grandfather clocks, pocket watches, blinking LEDs, science, and the list goes on. It is constantly present, and when watching the film, it's near impossible to ignore its significance. That's how Marclay asks viewers to consider time rather than misuse it.
So, somebody obviously wanted us to know the time.
In the fast-paced society we live in today, it often gets ignored. Thus, in watching the clock, you are watching time, rather than thinking about how little of it you have left. The clock could also be very much about death in a way. It is a memento mori. The narrative gets interrupted constantly, and you're constantly reminded of what time it is, so you know exactly how much time you spent in front of the clock. The clock has the ability to make you think about past, present, and future. It's composed of moments from the past, but the ever-knowing clock that matches your own real time makes us present in the moment. Knowing that time continues to tick, it also asks you to consider the future. For that reason, the clock perhaps is the most unique timepiece we have encountered so far.